Hello, my name is Replicor and today we are going to talk about just one very interesting thing, which is GTA Trilogy Remastered Definitive Edition. Well, it's absolutely horrendous because I was actually waiting for that kind of stuff. I was just interested in this whole idea that the original trilogy is going to be remastered, that one, those that I loved the most. What we've got here are the screenshots of the stuff that we are going to get from the Rockstar. They have decided just to give us the screenshots of the, well, abomination that we are going to get, which is eventually called GTA Trilogy Remastered Definitive Edition. So, the price for that stuff is quite big, to be honest, because I really wasn't waiting for that. I did not even think that it was possible. I thought that it was going to be like $30 and not more than that, but it's going to be like 60 or 65. Why? Why are the things the way they are? It absolutely sucks. I do not want to believe this. It's not possible, because the first sign that there is going to be just something wrong was when Rockstar said that they are not going to use Rage. Rage is just the engine that they use for another parts, for the HD parts, so they are called, the fourth one, the fifth one. But the thing is, they have decided to use Unreal Engine. And I do not see any reason for that. Some people say that in fact, the whole remaster of the trilogy was not actually created by the Rockstar Games, but it was outsourced and given to some other company. We do not know which one, it may just be a rumor, but I think that it's not, well, that kind of a rumor. I think that it has at least some kind of basis, let's just say that. So, what have we got? We actually have all the screenshots for all the three parts, which are, as was said, the third one, Vice City and San Andreas. All of them look horrible. They do not look appealing at all. And the thing is that we see the thing that I was actually the most afraid of, as I was thinking that, you see, the biggest problem of the graphics change is that sometimes it doesn't go the way you think it should go. That's just a great example of that. As we don't have an actually good graphics change, we have some piece of shit that looks like plastic. As I was actually waiting for that, because we've got nothing interesting, we've got absolutely plastic or just characters made from plasticine. I don't know even how to call that. Just look at Tommy Vercetti. I've got the pic right here. What the hell is that? What the hell is wrong with his pinky, with his little finger? What the hell is wrong with that? Why is he looking like he's made out of a plasticine? Why is the watch looking so bad? Why just is he looking like some kind of a bulk and not a human? I just don't see any reason for that. He's looking horrible. He doesn't look like himself. The thing is that the game doesn't look like something that was made in 2021 in a bad way. It looks like it's some kind of a cartoon, but not a really good cartoon. It looks like some kind of a cartoon that was made by, let's just say, a really bad company that has decided that they shouldn't give any kind of results. And they have decided that, well, yeah, you see, we just need a material, and so they have created that. Tommy looks absolutely horrible. Just look at everything. Does he look like the original Tommy that we know? No, he absolutely doesn't. He looks like an absolute abomination, and I just don't see any reasons why. Just look at his fingers. Look at his fingers. They are all of different shape. All his fingers are of different shape, and his thumb is like literally screaming, just cut me off. It doesn't want to belong to this arm. It just really doesn't want to belong to this particular hand. It looks absolutely just obnoxious. I do not believe this. It looks like something that was made by just a real amateur who has decided that, yeah, you know, I can make something just out of Tommy Vercetti. he has just decided to, like, yeah, I can make a model in Blender, and then I will just simply render this Blender model and show this to people, and people would be like, yeah, you know, he looks cool. It's kind of that cartoonish just depiction of Tommy Vercetti. It looks kind of cool, but it's not that. It's the actual official release that is going to be released during the November 11th. Why? Just what is the reason for that? And just now look at the prices. They want you to give $65 or even 76, let's just say $77 for just listen to that. Just listen to that. They want you to pay $77 for a plasticine, for a plastic with a really bad lighting and absolutely obnoxious models. I just don't see any reason to buy that stuff. People in Russia are already saying that, yeah, you know what, I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to buy it on torrent. And I see why, because it looks bad. Like, the only bad thing that can be worse than that is that the game does not work at all. It does not just give us that particular, like, aesthetic system that we had with GTA Vice City. Like, you know, Vice City, what is it? It's the dawn, it's just this whole idea of the beach, of something that is very hot, that always just this eternal summer with the 80s, with the music of that time. It's Vice City. Like the third one, it's always raining, it's always gloomy and stuff like that. It's the zeros, like the 2000s, the beginning of those times. And the third one was actually really good for its time, but let's just see what we've got from the third one. What the hell is that? Here is the picture of Claude from GTA 3, and he looks like a plastic model. He doesn't even look like himself, just look at his face. Do you see any kind of soul inside of him? You see that he has no soul. He has no soul, and again, look at his hand. His hand looks absolutely obnoxious. The flamethrower is really bad. It's absolutely bad. I do not see any reason why it's just beaming and just blooming with light. I don't see any reason for that. Like, the metal is screaming, you see, I'm metal. I can actually give you some light. You see, there is a ray tracing. Yeah, like I just said it as a joke. Look at him. Do you see any kind of soul inside of that character? He looks not just bad. He doesn't look like a really good character. Look at the flamethrower. The flame is not even coming out of the flamethrower. It could be fine if it was actually the third one. If it was like just that one. Just the GTA 3, we are fine with that. We know it's the third one, it can do that, it's completely fine with that one. But it's not the third one, it's the remaster, it's the definitive edition. And why is it so? I just don't see why. Why the hell did you do that? It looks just bad. It's absolutely bad. Like, he looks like he's not from this world, he's out of this world. He's just obnoxious puppet made of plastic or plasticine, and he doesn't belong to this world. He looks bad. I just don't see any other different words that I can use to describe that. I cannot describe that. It just takes away my whole... It takes off the ability to describe a whole bunch of stuff. Because look at that. I'll give you some time. Just look at this picture. Look at it. Does it look like GTA 3? No, it doesn't. Does it look realistic? No, it does not. Does Claude look like Claude? No, he doesn't look like Claude. Do you have the aesthetic of the 2000s, of the beginning, the zeros? No, you don't. Because this is a plasticine. It's 2010. The time when people were like, yeah, realism, yeah, having only 2 guns, hell yeah, having no actually interesting element except for the graphics, which looks like plastic, hell yeah. It's just obnoxious. And the last one that I have is, yeah, is of GTA San Andreas. Everything is even worse. Just look at Ryder and look at Ryder's jacket. It looks like it's made of rubber. Why? Why is it like that? Why does CJ look so bad? He doesn't look like CJ. He looks like something else. He doesn't even look human. Why? Why did you do that? Why does Ryder look like he is out of some kind of cartoon, and CJ looks like he's out of a very bad blender of someone who just masturbates to maximally realistic models? Why does it look like that? It makes me feel bad. It makes me want to vomit because I was waiting for that stuff. I was actually waiting for all of that because I was thinking like, yeah, you know, we've got a whole remaster. Like, Rockstar doesn't want to forget about the stuff that they have made before. But you see, they've actually forgotten. They have forgotten that there is no way they can actually see that, yeah, those were the good parts. No. They've got the fifth one, and they're going to milk it till the end of their times. It's actually bad. It makes you feel bad because even just the original trilogy, just the original parts, were deleted from Steam. You cannot get them on Steam anymore. You cannot buy them anymore on Steam. If you had bought them before, good for you. You are completely fine. You've got the games. But if you didn't, well, now you've got the ability to buy the remastered ones with a huge price, with no quality, with no interesting elements, which look absolutely horrendous. And so, this is it. I've just got nothing to say. This is just the thing that I wanted to tell you. This is just the thing that I wanted to show you because I've got no ability to describe this. Here's another picture of Tommy. Look at the gun. The gun is from absolutely different game. Look at the Ocean View. Ocean View looks like it was made in 2004 on the Source engine. And now look at Tommy. Tommy looks like he's made out of plasticine. Why is it so? Why have they decided to make it this way? I just don't see any reasons. Don't they have any eyes? Are they blind? I don't know. It seems they are blind because nobody who has eyes would actually look at that and be like, yeah, you know, it looks absolutely great. That Tommy? Yeah, he reminds me of that Tommy from 2002. He reminds me of that Tommy, of Tommy Vercetti, the one from Miami. No, it's not Tommy. It's not Claude. It's not CJ. You are doing something wrong. Probably take your time. I just don't see any other solutions for that problem because there is no way you can fix it. Look at Tommy. Look at Tommy. Look at the pain that you can feel in his face, that you can feel in his eyes. He's looking empty. He does not have any soul anymore. He doesn't want to have any soul because he can't. He's looking really bad. He doesn't want to do anything. He wants to die. He doesn't want to be alive. He's made out of plastic. He's not made out of skin, meat and bones. He's made out of plastic. Help him out. He's not human anymore. He's a toy. He's a toy inside of a cartoon with absolutely cartoonish players. Why is it so? Why are they all looking so bad? I don't see any reasons. Why did you make him that way? I don't know. Maybe there is a kind of explanation, but nobody's fine with that. Nobody. I have not seen any kind of a comment that said something like, yeah, you know, they look great. Yeah, absolutely great. They've lost all the aesthetic. They've lost all the aesthetic of the 90s in San Andreas, of the 80s in Vice City, and the zeros in the third one. Why? Why the hell did you even make it anyway? Like, you could just simply not repeat the same mistake that Blizzard did with Warcraft 3 when they have decided just to delete the third Warcraft out of the stores and then replace it with Reforged. Just think about it any better way. You don't have to actually delete the original. You have deleted a really good game the original, the great one, and now you are replacing it with this piece of shit, which does not even look and will never ever feel like an original game. That's all I had to say. Have a good day, have a good time, play the original ones, play all of them. Like I personally have a tradition where I play at least one part of GTA every year. I'm just replaying Vice City, the third one, and San Andreas, because those are the ones that I love the most. Those are the ones that I'm absolutely in love with. When I was a kid, I was always playing the San Andreas, I was always playing the third one, I was always playing Vice City, because those are just the great ones. I remember playing the mods for that. I remember the mod community, the discs that we had here, like we literally had some kind of different discs, and those discs just contained different modifications that you could play. But now things are the way they are, so let's just have a little bit of hope and think that Rockstar do not know what they are doing, that this was a joke, that was not an actual that was not an actual gameplay footage, that was nothing at all, that was a joke. They have just not seen the calendar, they thought it was the 1st of April, but it wasn't. Let's just hope for the best and forget this piece of shit that we are looking at on the screen right at the moment. Let's remember the original, let's just not think about this stuff, let's think about the better one. So, it was me, Replicor. Have a great day, have a great time, play the original games, just play the original trilogy and have a great time.